How about another question?
How about another question.
I'm currently living in a house that's directly connected to the other houses on either side. Is that a row home? Is that technically what a row home is?
Yeah.
Is a row home a houseboat?
No. What?
It can be a bit cramped sometimes, but it's actually a really nice house with a back deck that has a great view of distant mountains. And I would guess a really, really great view of your neighbors because they're right there. It can be a bit cramped sometimes. And I realize there's a nice older couple that lives next door to us that are great neighbors, and I have a mole that I'm worried about because they're just right there. I can just see their whole business. But they're out on their deck all the time. This is a problem because our decks are directly connected and we're only separated by a thin wooden lattice, which means whenever my roommate and I sit outside, we either have to ignore them or talk to them the whole time. How can I enjoy the deck with my neighbors out there all the time? Is there a way that could indirectly discourage them from being outside without being a bad neighbor? That's from I don't want to be a deckhead.
Now, here's the thing about this, right? That I didn't consider, but now hearing you say it out loud clicks to me. If you have the option to ignore them, then that must mean they are not initiating the discussion with you, right? The question isn't every time we go out there, they tried to talk to us.
Right.
Chat you up.
So it seems like they've already made this decision for you, and you keep interrupting them.
Being intimidated by...
Sorry, what?
Being intimidated by maybe having a conversation with your neighbors has such big 2020 energy that I don't really... But it's also... It's not a judgment on you don't want to be a deckhead because there, but for the grace of God, I have gone. I have been in this exact situation. It is an uncomfy one. And the solution I found was do the front porch. And it's essentially like when you share a room with somebody and you draw a line down the middle. The front porch is yours and back porch is theirs. And you don't have to send them a letter or anything. They'll figure it out.
But here's the thing. What I'm saying is
sitting here thinking about it. Can you guys I think it's really, you know what? Something in 2021 I want to do a better job of.
Okay.
Is before we start just fucking bloviating, I want to try to get into the mind's eye a little bit of these question askers.
Yeah.
I want you to try to crawl inside for a second. It's like, seriously.
Like John Malkovich kind of thing?
Yeah. Imagine you just fired up the Grill and Time playlist.
Okay.
You got your Jim Croce just blasting, right?
Yeah.
You don't
got maybe a nice plate of shrimp that you just, it drives you crazy.
I was trying to set, I thought we were doing like,
it's imagination.
Yeah, but my mind is very visceral, Justin.
Actually, Travis imagines so hard that you can fucking hear
that was not me. Megan,
you got a big plate of shrimp.
Okay. What kind? Sorry, what kind?
Grilled.
Well, they're already grilled?
Shrimp!
Wait, hold on. Why did I turn on the grill if the shrimp are already grilled?
You didn't turn on the grill.
You
just
just...
the Grill in Time. No, I said...
So I grilled in silence?
We got to marinate on those bad boys?
What?
No, it's already grilled.
I actually did do a nice little, olive oil, lime juice.
Shrimp.
Just a little bit of parsley.
But I'm still confused. Did I grill in silence before I turned...
listening to the Grilling Time playlist. The shrimp you sauteed because the weather wasn't nice enough for grilling.
But you said they were grilled. Why am I lying to myself?
You used a grill pan.
I used a grill pan inside. Yes. Then I came outside because the weather got better.
Grill it. Yeah.
It warmed up and the sun started peeking out.
God, are we
but it only takes like 2 minutes to grill shrimp.
The shrimp are getting cold.
The more you guys argue, the longer it is before we can eat these amazing shrimp.
Okay, we're starting over.
What kind of sides, Justin?
We're starting over with the Cioppino. Okay, it's a peasant's dish, and you made it on the stove, and you
what
take
am I
your
drinking?
warm.
What am I drinking?
A Malbec.
Oh, with Cioppino?
I guess I don't even know what a Malbec is, but you're drinking a Malbec.
Well, it's nothing. A Malbec is something, Justin.
Here he fucking goes. Guys,
I want a Gewürztraminer. Can I have a Gewürztraminer?
Can I be honest with you guys?
Yeah.
Ever since Justin made the imaginary shrimp go away, I've really been tuned out of the fucking podcast.
There's shrimp in the Cioppino.
Well, then, Justin, you would put a red wine with fucking seafood, you simpleton? What's wrong with you?
Okay, now, all right, now I'm angry. Now I'm Googling what's the best wine pairing with a nice...
With a Michael Giacchino.
No, real nice.
Yeah. Cioppino?
Cioppino.
Well,
Cioppino, it's a peasant's dish.
Okay, yeah, you can say it as many times as you want, but it's not going to help me spell it and type it into a search browser. It's not Gipino.
Cioppino.
You said PP.
That's fucking awesome, man.
A Californian Charbonneau or an Italian Barbara d'Asti.
Yeah.
So you can maybe either one of those. Those are red wines.
This is super smart.
And a nice
segment.
fruity Zinfandel for your.
Oh, yeah.
You're out on your deck.
Yeah.
You're eating Cioppino.
Yeah.
And then you're just sitting there, and also your elderly neighbor, who I want to give a little bit more character
Yeah,
to.
please.
So we're going to call him Peter Parker. He's sitting out there on his porch.
The Peter Parker no relation?
A different one. I absolutely would have mentioned if he was Spider-Man. And also, the neighbor in this context would not have access to the information that is Spider-Man.
So it
Elderly
still
Peter
could be Spider-Man.
Anyone. Anyway, yeah, sure.
No, not every...
These days? Are you kidding me?
That's a good point.
With all these, yeah. So you're just I want you guys to seriously stop goofing for a second and imagine trying to eat your Cioppino and just locking eyes.
Wait, what?
Locking eyes with Peter Parker.
What's Peter Parker and I guess their partner, other Peter Parker, doing?
Here's what's so frustrating is they're eating Cioppino.
Is it the same Cioppino?
It's a different Cioppino. And so the conversation is even more rich. There's tons to talk about.
There's
Well,
so
now it
much
seems
to
like we
talk
have a
about.
lot in common. Why wouldn't we want to talk to the
That's
Peter
what makes
Parker?
it bad. It's not about not having anything in common. They like the neighbors.
Yeah.
But they have too much in common, and they feel like, I'm sorry, but if I'm sitting 6 feet from you and we're both enjoying a nice Cioppino,
Right.
they're like, I'm sorry, it's a really nice Cioppino.
Thank you.
Right. Do you think maybe also they're trying to,
Swing.
they're trying to huff a Dougie back in the backyard. And
I thought you meant the elderly couple was trying to hook up with you and your roommate. They always are.
No, I'm saying you're in the backyard and you're trying. This is your fucking house. You live here. You should be allowed to huff a Dougie in the backyard if you want to, but you don't know if they're cool or not. And it's a thin lattice. And there's holes in it, so they'll be able to smell it and see it and know it.
Well, at this point, if you're both having a really good Cioppino, then chances are they also want to huff a Dougie, and they're waiting for you to leave. And
Travis, how do you think Cioppino is spelled?
Man, I don't even know, because I said...
Everybody try to spell Cioppino.
I said
Guess what
Giacchino
I
earlier,
had
talking
for
about
dinner last
and
night.
now I can't stop thinking about Giacchino, and I'm so lost.